Good afternoon, Facebook. This is Zeus, and I wanted to do a little reading out of the book, The New Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maltz. I thought it was so important to talk about this, and it says, forgiveness is a scalpel. This removes emotional scars from you. Now, I heard him talk about this one particular case where a woman was forgiving her husband for infidelity, but that infidelity and the forgiveness was located in a way of an aggression towards the husband, and he made his life hell. And every time he'd bring up that he's not liking it, she goes, well, I did forgive you about this, right? But it was a really good quote that I thought you may want to see, and it says, I can forgive, but I cannot forget, okay? It is another way of saying, I will not forgive. This was said by Henry Ward Beecher. Henry Ward Beecher. I can forgive, but I cannot forget, is another way of saying I cannot forgive. And forgiveness in itself, as it was spoken, is not to be used as a superiority tool or a weapon of some type of saying, look what I did. That forgiveness in itself is like a scalpel, and the root cause is a wound that's within you, a scar. And that by actually forgiving and truly forgetting, see, this is another part of it. Forgiveness ought to be like a canceled note, torn in two and burned up, so that it never can be shown against another one. So you never show it against them ever again, because you done forgot it, it's gone, right? And this forgiveness, when it is real and genuine and complete, and forgiveness is the scalpel which can remove the pus from the old emotional wounds, heal them, and eliminate the scar tissue. Forgiveness, which is partial or half-hearted, works no better than a than a partially completed surgical operation on the face. Pretended forgiveness, which is engaged into as a duty, is no more effective than a simulated facial surgery. Anyway, I thought that in its own right is so true, because I know for myself in various different things, when I forgot about things, then the healing truly took place. And you have the ability to do this, because the past does not exist anymore. I understand that we think about it, but the reality is we create more of that stuff in our future based upon our level of forgiveness and forgetting, because then we're no longer replaying it in our mind. And the subconscious brain, which is the body is an expression of the subconscious brain. It reacts to the thoughts that are in our mind just the same as if something you're actually doing something. They proved that through the Olympics. The Olympics, they basically, instead of practicing all the time on actually doing their routines, they've had individuals, do a routine and then continue to practice it in their mind in a perfect way, and the people actually got better at doing it. They also did this on a study with playing the piano. They had a set course of individuals play the piano and do it over and over and over and over again, actually doing the act of it. And then they had some people that played the piano half as much, but the other times they were doing it just solely in their mind. And in the two groups of individuals that went from not knowing how to play the piano to actually playing the piano, that were playing it in their mind, they all got as good as each other. In some cases, the ones that played it in their mind were better because they didn't have habits of doing it wrong, because in their mind they were seeing it the perfect way. It's just something to think about. Again, this is Zeus. If you found any of this to be something that would help you, or something that you felt like you wanted to pay me back, then you can send any donations, you know, whether it be 50 cents up to $1 to $100 to $1 million. Either way, it's all good. You can hit me up at PayPal me. That's paypal.me/Zeus with a capital Z, ZEUS 111. Blessings, my friends.